Nice day for the NASDAQ as Doug Flynn joins us, certified financial planner and co-founder at Flynn Zito Capital Management. Talk to you about jobless claims because they reached a 16-month low. So that seems like a good sign in terms of the layoff picture. President Biden actually spoke about the employment picture a short time ago this afternoon. So before we talk about it, let's watch the president. Here he is.
Employment has been below 4% for the longest stretch in American history in the last 50 years. And here in North Carolina, unemployment is even lower. It's 3.5%. And the stats coming out today show that seeking unemployment insurance has even gone down. Fewer people are needing the help. That's lower than it was in every single month under the last president.
Well, he's obviously going to make this argument in his reelection bid, Doug, but that last part is what we were going to talk about. I mean, that is pretty good news on layoffs being, pretty near record lows. So what would you say about it yourself?
Yeah, I think, it was an unexpected decline. Everybody was expecting there to be more first-time jobless claims. But what it shows is positive signs for the economy. Less people are filing for unemployment. You had a really good, strong retail picture yesterday. Some of this has to do with the fact that the companies that had a really hard time finding people to work coming off of COVID have been really reluctant to let people go. So that's some of this. And so they're hanging on to these people. And it's not taking away from the fact that the economy is stronger than people realize. But some of that is that maybe if things weaken, they will start to let some of those people go. And
so you think this could change in a few months is the point, or you're worried it might?
It definitely could change. And the Fed is looking at this. And what this is saying is that, well, lowering rates while it's coming may just be a little bit farther off than everybody's expecting because things in the economy are better than we've anticipated. It should have fallen off more than it already did.
And I'm sure it's not equal all around the country. There was an interesting piece in Axios today. I want to talk about this for a few minutes if we can, about hotspots for business in certain states, in certain areas. And they rank these hotspots, America's new business hotspots. The top performing states for new business creation, they say, are Colorado, with a gain of 115%, North Dakota and Iowa. Now, Colorado temporarily lowered the cost of filing for a new business from $50 down to $1, so they made things cheaper. And then the worst performing states, before you comment on it, I also want to establish that just to get them on there. The worst performing states in new business creation, Georgia, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Okay, so anything we'd read in to that in terms of how the economy is performing regionally, and where's a new place, a good place to do business?
Yeah, I mean, it can be a good indicator of economic situations, but it has something to do with population growth too. If population is growing and people want to start a business, that makes sense that it's going to be in some of those states that had some of that. But keep in mind that while this is good and people wanting to start a business is one thing, actually turning it into a viable business that employs people is something else. And actually, what I found even further than this, and regional part of this is important, is that the Census Bureau actually tracks businesses with a high probability of employing people, and that's up over 10%. So I think people are thinking good things 6 to 12 months from now, getting themselves set up for new businesses, maybe in some new places where they've moved to. So those are also good signs. Absolutely.
We'll take good signs. Thank you, Doug. We'll see you soon. Doug Flynn on.